What's up, everybody? Anton Crayley here, coming to you from our little conference room here in Hoi An, Vietnam. Got my Cafe Suda. Cheers. And I just want to turn on the camera real quick and record a quick episode talking about why right now, as we are going into the third quarter of 2023, and it seems like the economy is not doing too great and people don't have much money to spend and things are scary, why now, with all of those things going on, why now is the perfect time to start a high-ticket dropshipping business, specifically using the model that we use at Dropship Lifestyle and the model that I teach on my podcast, on the YouTube channel, and of course in the Dropship Blueprint. Now, the reason I wanted to address this is because obviously things do feel different than they did even just a year ago. Interest rates are higher. People are really not sure about job security because profits are down in some corporations and people are scared. They don't know what they should do. Should they try to get a different job? Should they just focus on saving money? Should they take a risk now to start a business? And again, in my opinion, now is the perfect time to start this specific type of business. Now, why is that? There's a few reasons, and let's just cover them one by one. The first is because this business model costs almost nothing to get started. So it's not like I would encourage you right now to go out and take out some massive loan to build out some store and hire a bunch of people and take on a bunch of inventory. No, I would encourage you to do again what we do and start a business that can cost a few $100s to get going. You're not in there with these hard costs hoping things work out. Instead, you can start a business for cheap. You can start a business being lean. And this gives you a huge advantage when the economy is not at an all-time high. Now, something else that you should definitely consider as a beginner business owner, if you haven't launched your e-commerce store yet, is that there are many stores that might have started in the past, maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, that over time have grown out their infrastructure, have increased their expenses, their fixed costs, maybe things like having offices, maybe things like having lots of in-house employees, maybe things like having inventory. Now, when they do this, their overhead grows. They need to make a certain amount of money just to be profitable. They need almost guaranteed money coming in. But again, the beauty of what we do here is that it doesn't require any type of big fixed monthly expenses. Fixed monthly expenses should easily be under $100 a month, and you only spend money when you make money. What do I mean by that? With dropshipping, the way we do it, when an order comes in, great, we get the order, the money gets deposited into our bank account. We then place that order with the supplier. So our biggest expenses, being cost of goods sold and shipping, do not actually take place. We don't get charged for them until we already make sales and get the money into our bank accounts. This is a huge advantage to starting a business when you are scared or you're unsure about what the future looks like. Now, what is the second big benefit of doing this now? Well, like I mentioned, a lot of what we can call legacy stores or legacy online businesses that have those big fixed monthly expenses are now going to have to start cutting should sales take a downturn for them. They're going to have to invest less in ads. They're going to have to let people go, and they're basically going to have to shrink and condense their business. But you, as the new player with no expenses besides maybe $100 a month, can be the one that slowly goes in now and takes market share. Because while these big companies have to retract what they're doing, because again, their fixed costs are so high, we can slowly work our way into the market with what you can consider a sniper method, being very specific with the type of ads we are running, being very specific with the money we're spending, and we can capture market share while the economy is lower than it's been. And guess what? Then as the economy starts to get bigger and bigger, we can scale, but we can scale profitably. We can scale without taking on big fixed expenses. We want to keep our monthly expenses variable, meaning they only happen when we want them to do. We don't have existing commitments every month where money has to go out the door. This allows us to operate lean. This allows us to build lifestyle businesses, and this allows us to have higher profit margins than competitors that have been around for years. So again, guys, I just wanted to share that quickly. If you're scared to launch a business now, again, I get it. I understand the feeling, but I want you to know that this actually is an amazing time for you to get your foot in the door. It doesn't take a ton of money to get started, and you can put in 30 minutes, an hour a day as you build this out. And guess what? As the economy rises, A rising tide lifts all ships, and your business will be one of them. But instead of starting from scratch when everybody is flush with cash, spending a ton of money on ads, you can start now and inch your way into the market. While when things go up, you will already be in a position to ride that next wave up and make money in the meantime as well without having to spend a lot to do so. So hope you found that valuable. Any questions, let me know. You can leave a comment if you're watching on YouTube. You can send me an email if you're listening to the podcast. And of course, if you are not a member of my coaching program, the Dropship Blueprint, be sure to go to dropshipwebinar.com for a free training. And I'll also give you a list of 237 profitable product ideas there that you can sell online in 2023. All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. And I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.